how would I react if I didn't have something that would cause me to pray sometime? But you need to know that regardless of what you are going through with, someone else perhaps have gone through like situation. And if they had the time to testify, they would tell you that the Lord is a deliverer. I have anybody in here that had situations that were beyond your control, and God brought you out. And you have to understand that the Lord have no respect of person. What he does for one, he will most certainly do it for another. We was talking about healing in the early part of Sunday school this morning, but I imagine, I almost know there's other than myself here that the Lord has healed. Amen. Amen. So the person that I want you to get to know better is the one that's able to bring about your deliverance.
Amen.
I mean, it's not saying that life's situation has been fair with you. Life is not always fair. It doesn't always deal a straight hand. But you have to learn how to deal with life as it is. God's rule provides stability in the midst of panic. You don't have to faint because you have a problem. In Psalms 11, David puts it, in the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain. Below the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privately shoot at the upright in heart. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids cry, and the children of men. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hate. Upon the wicked shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Verse 7, for the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. In his countenance does behold the upright. Will you shake hands with somebody and say, get to know him for yourself. Get to know God for yourself. I like that song. Don't hear him sing it much now, but they used to say, somebody prayed for me. They had me on their mind. Took the time out. Prayed for me. But thank God that the time have come that I know the Lord for myself. And I tell you, there's not a lonely moment in your life when you get to know God for yourself. David was forced to flee for safety a number of times. Being God's anointed king did not make him immune to injustice and violence from others. Sometimes we feel because we know the Lord that problems won't come our way. We have to understand that God alloweth something to happen. I tell people because I believe that the devil cannot do any more to you than God allow him to do. The devil works by permission. He has no power of his own. He only can do that God allows him to do. Job's test of the devil was not just something that the devil perpetrated upon him. He first had to get permission from God before he could do anything to Job. That's why I'm telling you, get to know him for yourself. God trusted Job, and God had much confidence in Job. God knew that Job was able to stand the test. So whatever's happening to you, don't count it as if though the Lord have left you, the Lord have forsaken you. Don't look at it as though God is not with you, because the Lord will forever be with those that are his own. I'm glad I got to know him. And I got to know him for myself. In the book of First Chronicles, chapter 28, verse 9, King James Version, and thou, Solomon, my son, knowest thou the God of thy father, and serve him with a perfect heart, with a will in mind. For the Lord searches all hearts and understands all the imaginations of the thoughts. If thou seek him, he will find of thee, or he will be found of thee. But if thou forsake him, he will cast thee off forever. There's safety in knowing the Lord. There's deliverance in knowing the Lord. The righteous Lord loveth righteousness. I like the way the New International Version put that verse, and they say, you, my son Solomon, acknowledge the God of your father and serve him with wholehearted devotion and with a will in mind. How many of you all are willing to serve the Lord? For the Lord searches every heart and understands every motive behind the thoughts. Yes. We always trying to figure out what was the motive and why the certain person did certain things, but I stop by to tell you, you may not ever know the motive. But God understands every motive. He knows what's behind the thought. And then he said, if you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will reject you forever. And no person wants to be rejected by God. Living for God in a deceitful world can be difficult. It can be a lonely battle, and at one time or another, you will realize that God will not leave you, amen, by yourself. Amen. You've always fought for his own. You've always protected his people. And so I want you to understand today you need to get to know him for yourself. You have to seek him while he's near. Call upon him, amen, while he's in a position to hear you. He's nigh you, the Bible says, and even within your mouth. God is right here with us now. We look at the news, and it is my prayer that something will happen in our city that will turn crime rates around. How many of you are tired of our city being known all over the world amen, as a town that's always, amen, killing somebody. It's bad for us to always perpetrate crimes upon each other.
Yes.
These are some bad times for us here in our city. But if we can introduce this man Jesus to a dying world, it'll change the order of the day. As I said to you all maybe last Sunday, it's not all in your testimony, it's in your walk. They can't just listen to your conversation. They got to see you walking a different way.